ladies and gents, welcome to the grand finals of our amateur 2v2 league. In the blue color you've got Crowd, in the teal color you've got Charlie. Together they're team Autismos and they're playing as Shipmaster and Anders. On the other side of the map you've got Luminal Candy in the red, and in the yellow this is Legit Demise. They're playing as Yap Yap and Forge. A bit of an unconventional set of picks for the map, but it could definitely work out. Trying to get a little bit of mini-base dealing done. Doesn't quite work out, but they do manage to mess around at least with the power pick-me-ups. On the side, a Ghost is looking for some kind of mini-base steal, but I don't think it will happen. This Marine should be back there in time, hopefully, unless Legit is not prioritizing that. The Ghost actually is gonna be trouble for that. But mini-base steals in 2v2s generally aren't all that. Oh, I'm not sure these guys care. They're just double raid camping it already. So that's super interesting from our Yap Yap player. It's going to be scouted pretty much immediately, so Crowd knows that it should be able to counter this rather well with Ghosts. But if it's heavy grunts, it actually doesn't work out that great for the Ghosts. So that's one of the really good aspects of Yap Yap. You can pretend you're rushing, but you're actually just spamming core infantry, right? And I think that can be great. However, the mini bases do get stolen, and heavy grunts aren't that great at cleaning that up. So maybe they can do some counter-offensive with their own raid camps if these guys just end up going out there on the map to take power nodes and stuff. Yeah, there's some Grunt Riders in there, so it's a mixed composition. Morp's asking in the chat, how come this is the last tournament? So, it's the last amateur tournament, to be extra clear. We just can't run meta plays off of 20 viewers, right? That's just not gonna work. That's about the average of today so far. We're already in the finals, right? So that's just not good numbers. Our sponsors, they scale our rewards, our pay with what we can do for viewership, right? So if our base pay just goes down because we do amateur leagues and nobody wants amateur leagues apparently, among the viewers, and we also have problems with the players signing up. There's very few players actually playing our amateur league, so we're gonna refocus a little bit onto the Pro League and Rising Star. Rising Star has some problems with 2v2 as well, so at least for the next season we're not going to be doing any of that, but we'll still do 1v1 Rising Star, and hopefully that will be more interest, because once there's no amateur league, I think people will just play that more, maybe even watch that more. No problems with Pro League, but yeah, definitely amateur is too small for us. It just hurts the rest of the project. Anyway, we're obviously committed to what we announced, right? So that's why we're still doing these. Might shuffle the order a bit with the pro tournaments so that they're not back-to-back as well. But other than that, we'll just do what we announced. That's an unupgraded extractor, sir. What is going on with Luminal here? To be fair, there's not that many power nodes for Team Red. UWU is on the struggle bus for sure. expansion got done, but can legit hold it, because there's a whole bunch of units coming this way. To be fair, whatever was here isn't. The brutes would have been very helpful over there. Maybe Kraut can still get them over there eventually. There's just not that many units. I think it might be enough to destroy the base though. Oh wait, they're gonna get bombed. Charlie manages to mostly walk out of it. It's not that bad. So many grunts. I mean, imagine if these guys had been over there helping out, but they were just kind of stuck at home. It's definitely not great here what Lumino has put together. It's tier 2 now. I think it might be just a little bit too late to do something about this. I mean, 5 power nodes to 0 has been a massive advantage, right? Significant gather rates there, and both team members get it. So double the trouble, really. Meme Beam and Mines together doing so much damage there. And there's more mines here for the yappers. They're gonna walk into it. Ouch! Spartan makes it out too. There's a drop turret. Oh my goodness. All those heavy grunts. The double barracks build, which could have been a double generator build, didn't do anything this game. It's such an opportunity loss to not have the income. That's the real damage. What could have been. Oh no, it's still a single unupgraded extractor. It's so sad. These generate you 3 power per second. The upgraded one, 6 per second. So you should upgrade it as soon as possible, because, you know, it doesn't take long to pay it back. The rest is profit. I like the mines there. Might slow things down a little bit. But we've got spirit support and a legitimized space is destroyed. Team Blue is controlling their expos already quite nicely. They're 5-slot bases. Somewhat populated. They've got decent armies and they can probably push towards the main soon. Kodiak doing a little bit of defending here. The Yap drop is going to be rather helpful. These guys are just a little bit far away at the moment, so I'm not sure they'll be able to help the base, especially considering that it's about to be methane, which means a lot more incoming damage will be seen here. The Grunt Riders also doing so much damage. But the engineers, the unicorns in particular, I think they're saving the base, guys. Dude, Mr. Charlie here is feeling good about that. That makes for a pretty good alliance between these two players. Drop turret and mines aren't gonna quite get the job done, but what matters is they slow the whole thing down. Still killed some Warthogs. The rest just have to run to the back. They didn't destroy the base. Great news overall, all around. And this is just a very, very weak base. Minimal defenses here. So even the counter blob is scary. Ooh, the second Warthog fleet, however, putting on some work on mini bases that could actually do something. Can never rule out them getting leader powered, but at least with the Forge they have a shot. Oh wait, beam is here. The unicorns have their shields on, and a quick extract will save the day. Sure, some units might die, but that's a sacrifice that Kraut is very willing to make. I mean, a base for a single elite squad, that's insane. That's great value. And the Kodiak drop just got taken out because of these units back home. Displacement and beam together! Oh, oh man. Those Warthogs have absolutely gotten lit up. And the Kodiaks, it looks like we'll finish them off. They never had a chance. Brutal. Brutal gameplay. Kraut's taking the offensive base so that these guys can't. And the Spartan, of course, could just land on those guys, but kind of misses the landing there. Could have been better. So it takes out an elite squad. It's better than nothing. Counterattack is on. The spirit support has been caught. And the spirit support itself, the spirit, didn't land nearby, which means it's not shooting the base. It's a bit unfortunate, but acceptable. Kraut's 100 population, probably looking for tier 3 at this point, which Charlie is doing as well. Actually getting tier 3 has 2 7-slot bases, that's something. And the Kodiak pumping is continuing to... Kraut might actually be able to hold that base with all these Kodiaks laying down cover fire if just the units get scouted. I like the addition of the Locust. Oh, something happened here. Did they get leader powered and I was just looking away? Or am I just dead unfocused? Don't know what happened. Got them bombs. And we'll take out Kraut's base, and actually the Spartan gets bombed very directly too. But this is just a massive army coming through. I think we're going to be looking at a 1-0 scenario. Then of course Anders can potentially call in the retriever later. Just a little bit of resource boosting needed. Kraut could give that, to be fair. But he could just also go tier 3 and keep it for himself. Getting very rich. The minis got stolen by the hogs. It's something. But it's nowhere near enough. A bit of cloak for everybody. Moving faster, healing as well. Pretty clearly Lumino Can is about to lose his base. No one here left to defend it. Mini bases are great and all, but this is just too much. Look at all those Kodiaks. They can do this all day. Once again, the beam doesn't quite get you know what it needs to do. And Team UWU gives it up. It's the third point going to Team Autismos. Ladies and gents, welcome to game number 2 on Frontier. We've got Krautmeister in the blue. In the teal, this is Charlie. And they're playing as Kinsano and Johnson. I'm just shocked. That's not a thing that you see. What is this? I'm super curious what they'll do. On the other side, Team UWU is doing what they've done in the other series. So Luminal's going for the Trox and Legit is going for the Decimus. with probably just a Warlord for our Decimus player, and then Brutes from Atriox again. Is that gonna be it? Because I think I would quite like both heroes at the same time. Warlord pulling in the enemy hero and Chosen slowing it down, and then you have a very easy time actually getting the finish on that. Johnny is coming. And here from crowd, it's gonna be Kensano snipers. Yep, it makes sense. It makes sense because, you know, you don't have a lot of mini bases here on the 2v2 version of this map. And I'm guessing with Redline, you can at least make them fast. There's the bunker. Stick the snipers in and it should hold. But we've got mines also. It's gonna get the bunker down to like half health or something like that. It's crazy how good that plasma is actually. But the snipers are doing work meanwhile. And of course, Johnny can heal this up. He gets the heal beacon more often than Atriox gets mines. So that matters a lot. Quite a lot of brutes here, and you know what? Unity is out of position. If they just end up hitting the main right now, that would be pretty potent. Greedily going for a second extractor behind this. And the Warlord is gonna get his upgrade. Let's see if Team Blue figures out what's going on, because UWU is being sneaky. I mean, they got spotted here. Unsupervised Goose, thank you very much for subbing. Have you still not found a supervisor for the Goose? Susagran doesn't get to do that much. Surprised by the Hellbringer drop here. I mean, that's desperate. Usually you wouldn't want that. Oh, Chosen Slam is so good. I mean, Chosen Slam? Now that would be something. This is a Warlord. He will be going down to all that sniper fire, however. Great work. I think Charlie should be able to survive. I mean, the Vortex is just too late. If the Vortex had hit the main, that would have been maybe a different story. Or even just the snipers while the Warlord was getting into range and stuff. But now this is just getting healed and the entire army is getting murderized. So I'd say Autismos is, once again, just significantly ahead. The other base is getting hit by some brutes, but there is a sniper there too. They should be able to just take all the power nodes and go to tier 2 and party, in my opinion. Oh, they're giving up. Oh no. The all-in failed completely. Autismos OP. I'm pretty sure that happened. Let me just double check the chat. Yeah, nobody's complaining yet. Let's just say it's a win. So guys, Autismos is already on match point here. Just one more victory and they've got the grand finals in the bags. Proudmeister over here in the blue. And he's got his fluffy buddy over here, Charlie. They're playing as the classic leaders, Atriox and Cutter. On the other side, we've got Luminal Candy. And we've got Legit Demise. They are... Oops. They are playing as Arbiter and Cutter. If it comes down to it, these leaders are what's left. I just pressed both buttons accidentally. Well, let's hope we get more games in this series. It would be. It's never great when it's a full sweep in the finals, but it happens. You know, we don't always get the meta play script to play out, which would be going to max size. Sometimes that just doesn't work out. Looks like the pick-me-ups have been distributed fairly evenly between the teams. No big deal there. Everybody should be getting their own minis first and foremost, as it's just making no sense to really rush for enemy minis. Capturing them isn't gonna give you all that much of an advantage because these guys can already produce. Bedrock is probably the most egregious example of it because there's so many minis. Okay, maybe you'll steal 2 as a team, right? And the other team will be pumping at you from 4 buildings. And you don't have barracks on these, so you still have to make those, but units are already there shooting at you. You're not gonna succeed. Even if you take your own starting units and stuff. However, if somebody gets doubled in the slightly later stages, if the other guy is out of position, if you can set up a 2v1 like that, you can do massive damage because the map is just huge. Have we been not doing the votes? Not today, because there's only 16 viewers on Twitch. I mean, it's extremely low viewership and not many people engage with that anyway. So if we have like a pro league with 50 viewers, then yeah, there's a point, but there's 16. I'll set it up and most of the time nobody does a bet. So I'm just chilling right now. I really hope the players find the commentary useful after the fact. That's the main purpose of these amateur leagues anyway, that they get the experience, get told hopefully a few good things, and can implement that to do better next time or in the Rising Star and stuff like that. Oh, the suicide grunts are getting teleported into the army. Unfortunately for them, a lot of them crashed into the Chosen, who tanked it with the shields. Still, a lot of Marines have died, but overall, it wasn't that tragic for Team Blue. And they've still got plenty of snipers to chase these guys down with, so it was a good idea. But Luminal Candy is now floating a million resources, hasn't put down an extra base, doesn't have a third generator coming up. And yeah, there's gonna be Marauder spam, that's great, but I just think this isn't enough, really. Now, Legit is gonna put down his base, but he's firmly locked into tier 1 here, as they only have 1 power node. Team Blue, meanwhile, is getting themselves their 3rd and potentially 4th if they really want it. Ooh, careful with the mines. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch! I guess he cleaned up the mines, you could say. The Russian way. No German efficiency allowed this time. Hey, where's the Charlie expansion, by the way? You can afford it. Let's see it. Oh, I think he might have just clicked. Which would be great, because it's the right moment to do it. And the ODSTs get dropped in there. There's a plasma boat as well. Another ODST. Stasis mine isn't gonna detonate there. Snipers doing massive amounts of work. All the tier 2 units are getting owned. That's very unfortunate because we foregone the third generator for this kind of stuff, you know. Team Autismos is just doing so well. Great work. The ODSTs will definitely be cleaning this up. I just don't think that Team UWU has anything left behind this. I mean, they barely have units, right? And if this whole gang just ends up showing up here right now, what are you gonna do about it? There's ODST satchels that are nearly ready to go, right? Good thing there's no marine grenades, but I can tell you this watchtower isn't gonna help. Meanwhile, the snipers can open up on that infantry. And guys, I think we might be looking at the 3-0 scenario. I like the idea behind the shrouds. That was cool in the other series, but there's not enough meat in this army to really make this work, you know. Not at this point. This has snowballed the moment the guys took over. 3 power nodes expanded and got away with that hero. It's on 1 star now. The archer missiles get dropped in. Legit is losing his buildings. There's a warthog coming out, sure, but I'm afraid it's just not enough. Looks like the garage and the supply pad will be taken down there. On the last turret now. Legit needs every little bit of help he can get. And even the shrouds can shoot down the chosen projectiles completely point blank if it's at the base. That beam is gonna hit the squad. Fortunately, that was teleport for the Arbiter there. By a moment, but the moment's not gonna cut it at this rate. The Marines are tearing down all the air units. There's just so many of them. They are also combat tech, I think. Yep, they are. So now they can help with grenading the base down if they want. And the ODST satchels are probably off cooldown by now again. Yes. Looks like it. Good plasma bolt on one of them. That will buy some time, but there's still these 2 satchels that are gonna take the base down a bit. I guess the engineers can heal the base to buy some time, but see that? The ranger comes in and there's so many snipers it just gets one shot. Brutal stuff. Chuck's bulwark is ready. Meanwhile, the Nightingale slowly fixing up the infantry as well. Engineers are getting taken out. Marauders are nice, but not that nice. They're just not that damaging, you know? Last engineer's down. Well, the drop turret's good, but there's a Nightingale. Smoke for that. That's gonna be a solid sweep from Team Autismos. Well done. And congrats to UWU as well for the 2nd place. But Autismos are the champs for this final amateur tournament for the foreseeable. Guys, if there's ever going to be some kind of release for Steam, I think we'll get enough new players to do this again. But with the way things are, I think it's going to be extremely important for everybody to reach out to Xbox and Halo Studios and participate in that whole little campaign we've got going on at the moment. There will be a podcast episode we'll do with Sean about it. So keep an eye out for that, and please support our efforts to, request the game to get on Steam. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.